Des Bryant.
Des Bryant?
Des Bryant.
Hey, Des Bryant, we gonna work, brother, cause
that's my dude. Like real talk. Like I'll say, cooking for fam. And I'll say because like him, his crew, like they were so solid. It was just like
solid guy too, genuine
it
guy.
was just like, oh, we at home. Like now, bro would call me probably an hour and be like, yo, I need you to come cook at 5, mate.
It's 4:00. I knew we wasn't live. I knew we wasn't ready. I knew we wasn't ready.
I'm glad he figured that out before we.
Nah, for real.
Are we live? Then we went through a whole episode. Like, hey man, my bad, y'all.
I was in the groove. I done started rocking already.
Yeah. I already knew it.
Dang.
I love it. We're ready.
Yeah.
We live now?
Yeah.
So I just want y'all to know before we get this intro going, which one of these cameras on me?
That one right there. Look at that one. Yep, right
this
there.
One?
Yep, right there.
This one?
Yep.
Hey, we just did a whole episode and Carlos won't record none of it. We just did 45 minutes worth of talking.
What's his name? Lowe's. 100K on Instagram.
Yeah, so y'all need to get on there and give him what we got.
Give him hell. No, facts.
We just did 45 minutes. Carlos didn't record none of that.
Hey, but we good though, man. Hey.
We live now?
Yeah,
Are we live?
Are we live?
Are we recording?
We here, baby.
We here. Fine.
Can I be real? What's up,
Can
Mike?
I be real?
What's going on, baby? You good, man?
For the second time?
Yes, sir,
Nice to meet you for the second time.
Yeah,
Take 10.
Yeah. Hey, man, this is another episode of the Can I Be Real podcast.
For the second time.
For the second time with your boy Dion, the motivator.
For the second time.
For the second time, we got my boy.
King Miles the legendary for the second time.
Yeah.
Hey man, King Miles the legendary, man. We here, man.
So it went down a little bit the first time.
Hey man, because the first one was authentic, bro. The second one is just like, man.
Fix the tag.
Fix the tag. Boom.
Yep.
See, it's a new.
Yep.
Boom.
Take 2.
Yep.
See, let's take 2. Yeah, take 2.
Yeah.
That's why we.
Can I be real?
You know what? You're good.
Yeah.
Everybody else let me look crazy.
Got you.
Everybody else let me look crazy.
They'll let you go, bro. But hey, we got my boy today, man. We got a special one for y'all today, man. We got my boy Mike, man.
What's up, man?
In the building.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we got celebrity self. We got, businessmen, you know what I'm saying? We got, hey, and you see he get fly now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, let's eat.
Hey, man, he been cooking before James Harden. So,
For real. That's me.
Hey, we appreciate you for coming in.
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all for having me, for sure.
For real, man. For real, Mike. So, man, hey, man, let the people know who you are, man. You know.
Hey, man, I'm Mike. Born and raised here in Dallas, Texas. Family man, wife and kids. I'm an owner of Let's Eat Catering. We do everything from private dining of groups of 2 to 20 to large scale events. Literally Sunday I had a wedding for 300. So we do it all. Owner of MJT Medical. We just started a practice in Cedar Hill, Texas, where we do everything from weight loss management to aesthetics, so Botox, fillers. We just added a new service for the ladies. So y'all want them lips right? Y'all want that permanent makeup, that color? Come at us.
They got you. Hey, they got. And on that note, man, before we get too far in the show,
yeah,
you see the pink
we
shirt.
talking about aesthetics, so let's talk.
You know what I'm saying? So, so we got a new sponsor, man. So
you gotta do
another one, man. Another one, bro.
Right? Yeah. You gotta do that more, right? You know what I'm saying?
What you do?
Yeah. Hair Infinity Elite, man.
Like zoom in.
Listen, man, for all y'all ladies out there who want your edges to come back right. You want your edges to come back tight. You want to get that
missing.
slick back, that smooth baby hair.
But then, why you biased, fam? You just said ladies.
Oh,
so
and for the men.
For my bros, if y'all
got the men
beards.
And, yes.
Receding hairline.
Yes.
Balding at the top or at the crown.
Let them know, Mike.
Get to it.
I'm
Real talk.
I'm about to give me a pack.
Yeah, we're going to have to take you one, bro.
And
which one?
He needs some water.
So
Which one I
listen,
need?
at first You can pop one. We got a bottle of water.
Get fam some
Yeah,
water,
man.
man.
Come tell it, man.
It tastes great, man. Can we get a bottle of water?
Boy,
Bro, that's a little light at the front.
boy, hey, boy, you been home. You be trying to.
Yeah. Hey, thin it on out.
You trying to rub that mud down, boy.
Right, bro.
Hey, once that hamster gone, boy, you be in a damn,
That boy
man.
doing the running man. Backwards.
So that hairline gone.
Hey, man.
Y'all ain't gonna play with me like that today, man. We having too much fun here today, man. Hey, let's
behind
get
a few
to it.
doses, bro.
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm behind on the fruit doses, bro. But hey, I'm
telling
getting
you,
right,
man.
man. Listen, y'all. If y'all want that hair to grow back right, y'all want to get back in
Ladies,
the
get
game,
your
man.
edges
Get your
back.
confidence back. You know, Hair Infinity. They used to have a pill. Now they switched it up to a formula,
Made it
which is
easier.
easy to drink. It tastes good.
What they say you can put in your water,
put in
your
water,
coffee, tea, whatever you drinking, just add it to it. It's not flavored like that, so you good to go.
Hair Infinity.
Hair Infinity,
Hit the link
bro.
in the bio.
Tap in.
Now let's get to it, man.
Man, we got some
Let's
sponsors.
eat.
Who else we
Yeah.
got, man? Yeah, man, we can't forget them. We can't forget
We can't
them.
forget him.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got me right.
Yeah, you got you right.
He got me right. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Come
Man,
on,
no,
man.
man.
Order my stuff, man. If y'all need them.
Yeah.
Go see these. You must here too. They
Them
nice too.
nice.
Boy.
Too
Order
ice.
my steps.
Yeah.
Go to Order My Steps on Instagram. He gonna help you get the shoe game together. Cause a lot of y'all steps not ordering in the right direction.
Yeah, hit that
That's why
praise
y'all-
break.
That's why
Hit
y'all
that praise
crashing
break.
out. You know, and I ain't gonna. Hey man, this is my spirit.
Yeah.
It ain't Sunday yet, but
Yeah.
get your
It's
steps.
tomorrow. It's coming.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So get your steps in order so you can be on the right path to wherever you want to go. in
Wherever
life.
your
But
path
the
is.
first thing is first.
Yeah. What they need to do?
In order to get to where you want to be
Talk
in
about it.
life.
Preach.
Talk about it, man. of God.
Yeah.
In order to have what you want to have, your steps
Testify.
must first be.
Order. That's
Hey,
it.
hey,
That's it. That's it.
hey.
Hey, order my steps.
We
Order my
got
steps.
online donation for the ties, right?
Man, hey, man, pass the plate around, man.
We got cash up.
Pass the plate around, man.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we can't forget, man, we live here at Love Deposit
Man, Love Deposit,
Studios.
man.
You see I had to get low when I said
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With your shirt on, with your little sexy shirt, man.
We
With your-
live
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Deposit
Let them know.
Studios.
Wait, what Lo say about the knees?
You know what I'm saying?
take it
You know what I'm saying? With the knees, baby. With the knees. They Love Deposit, baby. Hey, if y'all need any content,
Hey, man, I just want y'all to know he put it on for y'all today, man.
Hey,
He
you know,
came in
it's
with
for
the
the
pink.
sponsor, man. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying,
yeah,
bro?
with the
I'm
pink,
excited,
man.
bro. We got a sponsor, bro.
Action.
We got a
Say, man,
sponsor,
with the
man.
pink
You know
shirt
what I'm
on
was
and
ready.
all, man.
Hey,
Wife already checking like, babe, where you going?
Where you
sure
going?
you
Yeah.
Hey, she asked me, where your undershirt? I said, it's hot outside. You know what I'm saying? It's hot outside. You know what I'm saying? I might have to open it up a little
Undershirt,
bit.
that's
You know
Man,
what I'm
go
saying?
on, eat that
You know what I'm
unbuttered
saying?
top
Like,
plate,
what
man.
is that?
Yeah,
But you know
man.
what's funny though? When I seen him outside, he had that. It was buttoned a little bit
To the
lower.
top. Yeah,
Hey,
he
don't
knocked
say
it
that.
down.
Don't say that.
Yeah, he knocked it down a few
Don't put me
bucks,
out there.
man. He knocked it down a few bucks. Yeah.
Bro, trying to show it.
But boy, he got the tattoo, he got the chest tattoo. He
yeah,
get
you
ready
know
for the
what I'm saying?
show.
Oh, okay.
He get ready for the show.
Wait till I get the whole thing done. You know what I'm
Say,
saying?
man.
It's gonna be
Hey,
on like
No
Young
shirt
Cone.
deal. No shirt deal.
man.
Ooh, then he gonna have the hair too. You know that?
And I'm gonna hear the hair. Shout out to him.
You gonna get some braids? What you gonna get the nip braid? Some dread?
Yeah, some little dreads.
The dreads?
Yeah, I'm gonna get like my son. He got dreads. I told him I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna be just like
Dread
you
it
with
up.
dreads.
Hey, bro got mad faith in him, so
I do.
y'all need faith like bro.
yeah.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
Go from let me see.
$300 billion.
Let's see where you at.
300 billion?
Let's see where you at right now,
This is
D.
the only way you can see it, right?
Uh-huh.
You ever heard that song by Boosie? Zoom. That's all you get. You get a zoom. That's it, bro. You get a zoom, and that's
Long
it.
as you
know
got
what I'm
that
saying?
right.
Hey, we got that. Hey, we need. Cause look. What we gonna when we get these dreads?
Yeah.
Say, man.
Harry
over.
Finley, y'all got to come with it.
Y'all have to come with it, Harry Finley. That's all I'm saying.
And
We gonna have to-
if it don't work, I'm still gonna have dreads.
Yeah.
What's up?
Either way.
No, they
Either way.
got that. Them
Either
young
way.
niggas,
Either
they're a
way.
real deal, my
They-
boy.
we-
We ain't gonna speak on.
Okay, all right.
We ain't gonna
Next.
don't tell you. We ain't gonna tell them to see you.
Next.
But hey, man, Mike, man. So man,
What's
let's
up,
get
fam?
into the story, man. Like I know you got different businesses. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
You into the food. You a celebrity chef. You are a residential chef. You personal chef. Like you cater events.
Too much.
You doing it all over with the food, taking over, man, and now starting into the healthcare business. Like, let's talk a little bit about that journey. Like, where did the story begin for Mike? Like, how did you get started into even, start your own business and start on that journey and that path, man?
Honestly, like, as far as being an entrepreneur, that's been me. Like, something I've always wanted, even as a kid. But I'll say the cooking, the culinary side started, bro. I lost my mom at a young age. She was brutally murdered.
Sorry to hear
So for me, it was like an outlet. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I started out baking, to be honest. Like
shoot.
cakes and stuff like that. Like that was my little pastime, you know, doing that at the crib. And from there, it just went into food. So from doing it to survival to now I'm feeding families and getting paid for it. So it's passion work. So it's more like it's not a chore. You know, most people get paid to do something that they don't really enjoy doing. Like cooking is like fun for me. You know what I'm saying?
Is it harder to actually cook or baking? I know most people say, "Oh, I cook, but I don't bake though."
Yeah.
I think the timing is different, right? Baking, it requires a lot of patience, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm a pressure cooker. Like I'm like, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Like I can cook a whole like 5-course meal in probably an hour and 30. Like let's get with it. You know what I'm saying? So like that whole simmering, like the Instapot was like the best invention. Like I gets to it, but I think that's the biggest thing. Like baking is more time consuming. You know what I'm saying? And it's more like steps. You got to follow the steps to get to that finished product.
So what got you? Who or like what made you like, man? Let me just cook and see.
Honestly, like so, my grandmother raised me, and she got older, so like she wasn't cooking, bro. Like so, she would send me to the store to get the stuff, and we looking at the groceries. Like, well, what we gonna do?
What we gonna do with this?
What we doing? So you know, from there it went to okay, look. So she would tell me little stuff like do this, do that. And from there, it just grew, a passion for it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it started out of necessity, but then it was just like, all right, cool, this is what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, cooking, that was my thing. And then I'm big on family, like, I'm really, really big on family. I'll never forget, I was probably like 13, and I was doing a little summer job at the school, and got my little first check. I'm like, yeah, it's up. So I was like, we're going to do a barbecue at the crib. My granny was very like, no company, because who going to clean up, you know what I'm saying? So I done called everybody over, you know what I'm saying? Like, we having this. And they end up calling her on the back, and she's like, "No, we not." So I spent all my little money, went to the store, barbecue. I ain't gonna lie, the barbecue was burnt. Only thing that was good was banana pudding.
Damn,
burnt everything, and I'm literally waiting around like, where everybody at? Nobody came, bro. I was heartbroken, but like for me, it's about family. You know what I'm saying? Like when I cook, even for my kids, like even on my website, it talks about the name. It used to be Culinary. Custom catering, I'm sorry. But the name came from like telling my kids they upstairs like let's eat, you know what I'm saying? So my daughter, she just started saying it like let's eat, and that just became the thing, you know. So
that's a dope concept too.
Yeah,
it's like let's eat, man. Like
let's eat. It's simple.
And
like,
they go for multiple things.
Everything.
Like, go for everything.
My trucking company. Let's eat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm working on some like my hats or whatever. I partnered with Booming Buckets here in Dallas too. So that brand, let's eat. Like that's the thing. Like it can do so many different things. Like let's eat.
Let's eat life.
That's important, man. You know, in doing business is the branding, man. Let's talk about that, man. Like you know, you doing multiple businesses and you know branding. Like the brand of let's eat instead of like, you know, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. Like, how's that process?
It's hard. I haven't mastered it. I can't lie to you. I haven't mastered it.
Gotcha.
The only thing I can say is that I feel like I'm marketable because I have integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. So if I post a business or if I say I'm doing this, people tend to chime in because
they love and
I'm
trust.
integral. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I've done well with maintaining a good name. You know what I'm saying? So I think with anything I do at this point is more so like, oh well, let me. I'm interested just because like I know, bro, he's solid.
He's
you know
solid.
what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real. Nah, for real, man. Because even to this point, you know, all three of us was at a private dinner and never even met. You
like,
know what I mean?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah. And it
shout
was
out
like,
to Marquand with the dinner party.
The dinner party.
For
Shout
sure,
out to
for
Marquand, man. Shout out to Marquand, man, for even putting us in that room, man. You know, and it's like, you know, when you meet people sometimes in those rooms, you know, you out networking, it's like you meet good people, but sometimes you meet people that's just like in conversation, it's just like, hey, let's go to lunch. You know what I mean? But it's like for us to say, hey, we're going to work and do something, you know what I mean? And now, look, all three of us, we missed that night, and we still rocking. So, man, that just say a lot about, you know, who you are and what you represent, man. You
I would say likewise.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But where you get that from, man? Like I know you said you lost your mom early, you know what I mean? And sorry for your loss, man. But, like, where did you learn that to, like, always have integrity and stand on what you say?
I think just going through life and being disappointed, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't wake up and think your mom not coming back, you know what I'm saying? Like, you go to bed at night and you woke up in the middle of the morning, like, your mom is gone, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I think the broken promise of I'm coming back and didn't, that's been my thing. Like, I'm gonna keep my word. I'm gonna honor my word. So it's that. Although of course wasn't her fault, but you know what I'm saying. Like that's
I think it's that's crazy too. Like just on that is. But we take a lot of stuff like that for that. Like take a lot of stuff for granted, man. As far as like just being there. I remember I seen some video, like a little story. A guy was like, man, I guess him and his lady kind of bumped heads, and he ended up speaking with one of his coworkers. I guess he was telling his coworker about like what was going on. He was like, man, I just talked to her tonight. And he was like, man, how you know you gonna make it home tonight? Like, who told you that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm big on that.
And he said it changed perspective. And like even for me, it's just like, dang, you just never. I mean, you just never know.
You never know.
But we take it for granted because it's like, you know, we go through life. We're just like, all right.
You don't be knowing.
I ain't gonna cap. Like my wife and I, we early on in our marriage. This kind of go back to our conversation about things like none competes. Like I ain't never. But early on in our marriage, bro, like we had a argument or whatever, and she left the house out the blue. I'm like, where you going? You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't say nothing. She just ghosted. So I'm calling, she not answering. You know, we got kids, so you gone. So for me, like the level of panic that I had in that moment was like, and I think from like anything can happen, and you left the crib and you mad, and she can't drive anyway. So like you mad and you can't drive. So that's a whole.
Ain't a good combination.
So you gotta come back. Like what you doing?
Don't worry, just like escalated. Like, what we doing? But you know what I'm saying. We talked about it, and that she was like, I don't understand. Like, what's the big deal? But I think after having that conversation, like, what if that was your last time? You know what I'm saying? And we left it, and you know you gone. You left mad on something that was literally trivial. Like to this day, I can't remember what happened. I just remember the reaction, you know what I'm saying, and then how I reacted to it. So, and that'd be the crazy part. Like we don't always remember the occurrence of what impacted us. We remember the reaction in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So, that bro definitely need to handle that. Don't wait.
No, facts.
A text will suffice. Something like
that.
What we doing?
What we doing? Nah, for real. Hey, some question mark.
Yeah, nah,
I'm
some.
I'm gonna do something. Like, hey, what we doing?
Because
you know,
that's facts.
I think even having open and dialogue. You know what I mean? Not just in a relationship with a spouse, but like any relationship. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just being open and honest and communicating. Because I think a lot of times, even for myself, you know what I mean, I take relationships for granted sometimes. And I'm learning now, the older I get, that like, man, you can't take relationships for granted because this person, like a lot of times people say, what happens if they leave, right? Yeah. But what happens if it's an opportunity that won't come back around? And we mismanaged it and swindled it. You know what I mean? It's like and that's what I had to learn. Like, man, if it's something, if I'm feeling some type of way, or if I need something, or just you gotta be able to be open, and speak up, man, and be open and honest, man. You know, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. No, but that's something I'm still learning, like that whole communication. You know what I'm saying? Cause like for me, like in my household, just communicating about what you feel just never was a big thing. Yeah. So it's always you deal with it, pretty much bury whatever you feel, and
see, in my household, it was different. It was probably 15 of us at a time. You know what I'm saying? 3-bedroom. You know, so my granny literally raised majority of she had 11 kids. 10 grew up to be adults, and literally each one of her kids, with the exception of 2 maybe, that have more than 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Two being the bare minimum. Yeah, we got a huge family. But she also raised majority of her grandkids. You know, so majority of us was raised by my grandmother, regardless of the circumstance. So in our house, it was definitely you gonna catch this smoke. Like you gonna hurt a feeling. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying, going unresolved. So for me, for the longest of times, I went and I wasn't really. I didn't believe in confrontation. I was very like reluctant to that because I always seen like if you tell somebody how you feel, it's gonna explode. Versus us just saying like, when you walk by me, you kick me. It was the stupidest stuff. Like my cousins would fight over the dumbest of stuff. You literally walk. It ain't that much room. It is about this. You walk by. Fam kick your foot on accident, and you don't even give them time to say excuse me. And you
it's already up. It's up.
Instantly.
It's up.
So for me, I was like, I don't like that, all that drama. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was always more reluctant to even address it. But you know, growing in my career, like I worked in litigations, and I understood that arguments ain't always negative. You know what I'm saying? It's just discussing two different opinions. You know what I'm saying? Not even always disagreeing. It's just I'm expressing my opinion, you expressing yours, and hopefully we can come to a common ground. But if you like, even my wife and I, we argue like she be on that like loud, and she probably looking at me crazy, but it's the truth. She be getting loud, and I'm like, I'm real mellow when it comes to like arguments, because I'm like, I'm definitely not listening to what you're saying. So she'll get mad. You looking at the TV on your phone because you're not talking to me. Like, I know you're not talking to me. In that tone, you're not talking to me, and you're not even talking for resolution. You know what I'm saying? So for me, so if we both on that energy, what we gonna resolve? So for me, it's like, nah, like let's talk. Let's express what we feel and let's go from there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I grew up with that toxic, like over the top energy. So now, like I said, now it's more like, oh, bro, I don't like the way you did that. Like, bro, you told me to move my foot off the rug. I think you could have said it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? And let's work on resolution versus like, hey, my nigga, don't do that no more. Like, chill out.
It's definitely different. It was like, for me, it was like you just didn't speak on. You see, you deal with it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? But all that culture. So it's like,
even with all that rah-rah, it's still so much unresolved stuff, you know, even in my family, like, just unresolved. So, like, even with that, like, it's culturally, I would say, for sure. And then, as a black man, it's definitely not a topic of discussion. Or let me not leave Carlos out. Brown brothers too, like they fit the mold. So like even for them, it's the same.
Let's say our 10 brothers. Shout out to our 10.
Shout out to all the paper bags.
So I mean, I instantly thought.
Como te llamas? Yeah. Como te llamas? This Maniola.
Hey, amigo. Hey, primo. But no, I think working on that communication has been like my biggest challenge as of late, especially in the entrepreneurship, because it goes along. It do go a long way, you know. So it's been my biggest challenges, learning to, I want to say win those battles by using words properly. Because me, I usually, if I have any kind of issue, it's either what action do I take? You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, it's like, if I don't have no action to take, I'm not going to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? So I usually just bury those feelings. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, now I'm learning to, hey, you know what? Look, that's that. We got to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got some guys. So I'm learning to use my words differently now.
But that's big, because a lot of times, like, even going back to what we were talking about earlier about opinions, like, everybody got one. Everybody has something to say. But like what you said is resolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't have a resolution for it, what's the point of even talking about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we can't get to a common ground, like, what do I want from this? You know what I'm saying? What do I even want from having this conversation? And I think that's key in any argument, disagreement, whatever the case is. You got, what's the end goal? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Where
we going?
No, for sure.
And I'm kind of end goal first. So, like, okay, tell me where we headed, and then
we can talk about it.
Let's talk about what we need to do to get there.
I think too, like, as entrepreneurs, that's how we think, though. You know what I mean? Like, you always, like Nip say, hitting the heights back was like, this is where we going? All right, let's work backwards from there. Like,
see what we got to
do this. You know, so, like, even in, like, you know, not to change gears, but, like, even in, like, the cooking industry, right? The catering industry, like, that communicate, I know, like, dealing with celebrities, like, you talk about communication, like, how is that process, like, communicating and you dealing with their food, so you know what I mean? It's like, I go to McDonald's and I'm tripping if they got pickles on my burgers. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, how's that process?
I ain't okay. When it comes to that, I'm just going to deal with it.
Yeah, just deal with
like,
it.
Even that's why I say go to communicate. I'm just going like, man.
Wait. You saying you go to a restaurant and you...
If my order wrong, I'm probably not going to say
I'm speaking on it.
I'm speaking on it. I'm not going to say nothing.
I'm finna get a whole free meal.
Like, I done had time. I done order... I done ordered like a burger and they put cheese. Man, give me a knife.
Yeah. I'm coming. Hey, come here.
I ain't got time to be going. I gotta go all the way back around through the line. Now I gotta try to convince this lady.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna get
cheeseburger.
out.
Cheeseburger. Get out. Now for real.
Oh well, let me see your receipt. Now I gotta prove my point. No, I just didn't order cheese, baby. That's it.
Listen, I worked at McDonald's. That was my first job in Oak Cliff on Camp Wisdom. 35, Camp Wisdom and Poe. My first job.
Oh, you guaranteed to get into a fight over there. Off the muscle.
Yeah, so
off the muscle.
So my cousin brother, like, we really close, and we literally be out, and bro would be like, he'll try to suffer through. I'm not suffering through nothing I got to pay for. And so going back to your question, I think for me, I'm consumer first. Even in my bit, I'm consumer first. So I'm always looking at, so it's kind of like compassion, putting yourself in someone else's shoes, right? So I'm always consumer first. So yeah, I'm serving you paying for a service, so I'm considering, I'm going to treat you how I want somebody to treat me. So like if I'm knowing my food ain't the best, like I'm already talking it to that point, like, you sure it's okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm already kind of putting that out there, you know, off the muscle. So I'm not even going to give you room to come and tell me like, yo, Chef Mike, like, this ain't it. I'm going to kind of point it out, like, so I did do something a little different with this, you know, like, it's not my normal, you know what I'm saying? It's not my normal. However, you let me know if it's your liking. If not, let me fix it. You know what I'm saying? So, again, back on resolution. So, before you can even complain, I'm already on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna sit back if I know, and I think that's stupid too. People know you done messed up, and you gonna wait for them to acknowledge the screw up, and then you gonna be looking baffled and stupid. You know what I'm saying? No, like
is these raisins in my potato?
Exactly. Like,
no, these not raisins, man. I'm just gonna pick them out.
Yeah, no,
they're gonna be me. I'm like, God,
no, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. So,
nah,
don't play
real.
that.
Yeah.
So I think that's it, bro. Being consumer first, and that's literally in every business, even with the medical side. It's being consumer patient first. Yeah. If I go into a doctor's office, what do I expect to see? At first, our office was very basic. You know what I'm saying? Now you come in, it's like, yo, like what y'all done did? You know what I'm saying? Because I want it to be something I would want to come into as well. You know what I'm saying? So. Absolutely.
Nah,
consumer
work,
first.
Yeah, consumer first, man. Hey, and I know, like, as a consumer, and we talk about food, like, I think food, man, what they say, food, like, bring people together. You know what I mean? It's like, food is that unspoken language of, like, you know what I mean? If I got something, you like, you want a piece of, we like,
we don't do that no more, bro.
No, not a lot.
Yeah, we don't do that no more. And it's crazy. I seen a video probably like a while. Somebody said that, and it's like, it didn't hit me until that got put out. Like, I feel like we used to be together because we used to all come together and break bread. We don't do that no more. It's like everybody's real life getting more and more divided. And I feel like that food coming together, like you said, hey, pass me that. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Like
pass the peas.
Pass the peas like we used to do, man.
We
don't do that no more, bro. That's crazy. Well, I don't know. That might need to, man, we gonna start that.
Hey, we might need to do something
called start a Sunday dinner. Let's do a Sunday dinner. That'll be dope.
Sunday dinner, a nice little event.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Call it Sunday dinner?
Call it Sunday dinner.
Real talk. Don't bite.
Yeah.
Don't bite. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna have it done before the video even come out. We're
gonna already have everything in line.
And then we'll be like, y'all missed the first Sunday dinner. Catch us on the next one.
Catch us on the next one.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, man, Mike, so going from, starting your catering business, being successful in that, man, and now switching over into the medical field, like, how was that transition?
It was easy because I'm always all over the place anyway.
Gotcha.
So, like, even with on the medical clinic and the catering company, I still working 9 to 5. So I have a career.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I like it.
Let's talk about that.
I have a
that's
career.
A different grind.
Because I mean, for one, I enjoy my career. Most people have jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I switched, and I have something I'm passionate about. So I do business continuity and crisis management. You know what I'm saying? So it's something I actually enjoy. I'm passionate about it. So for me, it's not really work. You know what I'm saying? So like it. And it pays the bills, and it pays well. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm big on money. And so the part of my job, business continuity, so continuity of income, that's the thing. So when a person say, oh, I ain't booking you or your price is too high, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I ain't tripping. My bill's still going to be paid. You know what I'm saying? And I think, too, that's the difference between, I'll say, me and a lot of entrepreneurs, caterers. And I think entrepreneurs, listen. Making money takes money, hands down. You cannot be an entrepreneur if you ain't got no money.
Scared money don't make no money. At all. You can't think you're going to make millions without spending thousands.
To quit your job and go tomorrow selling plates and you
booming.
Skyrocket. No, fam. Because you ought to understand peaks and slow times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've mastered that, my peaks and slow times. So I know what to gauge for and what to look for. You know what I'm saying? And even in my slow times, I adjust my prices because I understand around Christmas time, although it's the holidays, Thanksgiving, my prices are not as high as it is in the summertime because I know where people money is. Christmas, I got to get my babies gifts. You know what I'm saying? So although I want this food, and I'm never saying I'm gonna sell myself short, but I understand the market, and you got
to know the market.
JCPenney, Walmart, Target, everybody got sales around the holidays.
Yep. Why not have a sale around the holidays?
You got to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You got to be smart with it.
Business minded.
Business minded. I like that.
Business minded.
I like
New page coming soon. Business
minded.
minded.
Yeah. Business minded.
Hey, just giving them the tip. You know, man, because we talked about this on a couple episodes back about, you know, having a job and being an entrepreneur and that whole grind, man, of like it's a grind, but also too, you like the comfortability of it. You know what I mean? I think that's why a lot of people just jump off the ship,
right?
Because I was there. You know what I mean? It's like I'm either gonna do all of this, none of this. You know what I mean?
The flexibility of doing all of that and your lights being turned off.
Exactly. That ain't no way to live. Exactly. And that's what. And not saying my lights was cut off, but I done been through some times, like for real, like but I done been through some times, man, because like as a 26-year-old man married with 2 kids, I was probably working on a job. I was third in charge. I had worked my way up to third in charge at a manufacturing company, making pretty good money. And I just looked at my wife and quit. Like just quit, and she was so riding with me. She like, bet let's do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I got laid off last April of 2023, 2022. So this whole year has literally been entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Grateful for it, grateful for the opportunity, but that uncomfortable period, I don't like that. And I have a wife and I have 3 kids. My son graduated high school in June 2nd. You know what I'm saying? So
congratulations.
They picky and they're expensive. All 4 of them. They all are expensive. So me
I see y'all on the gram. Hey, just real quick though, man. Y'all be fly. I see y'all on the gram, man. Y'all be putting it on, but like as a unit, like, hey, because you know sometimes you see the daddy fly, the mama fly, and the kids be like. Now when I see y'all,
I don't play that.
As a unit.
All of them as a unit. Right. I'm talking about.
Yeah. We all gotta be right. Always. But no, I don't like that. I don't like that. So for me, that was very uncomfortable for me. And although I will say God sustained, God exceeded expectations, but it was still for me like, dang, I'm not really comfortable in this because it was a month in there where bookings was very slow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? So for that period, I didn't like that uncomfortable, but it's a part of the testing and the growing too. So stretching my faith because I'm always faithful, of course, in God and what God has done. Never taking that away. But the Bible also says, cast not away your confidence in Him. So there is a level of confidence that I have that I have the ability to know how and to do as well. Other scripture, man, don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, hey, I got to get out there, I got to get it. And that's always been my mindset, and especially with having a family, you know. So it's like, no, I can't play like that.
No, that's real. That's real. Because family first. Family first. Always. And then I like the flexibility of being able to be like, oh, no, I'm booked. Yeah. Although my calendar is free. Yeah. But I'm booked. Yeah. Because I don't need the money. Because you don't need the bread. Yeah. And that's when you, like you talked about earlier, diversifying. When you diversify, you don't have to just take anything. Yeah. You can say, I don't have to take this money over here because I got this money over here.
And I'm very skeptical with clientele. Like I ain't gonna. Last year, it was a few where I took because I know I need the money, but I knew they were difficult, and that's never me because I don't. Like if it's gonna cost me my peace, and I know that I may go left or have to handle it different, I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think because of the passion that I have, and I'm always gonna go above and beyond. So for me, if I know this client ain't worth all that, I'm not gonna accept it. So if I feel that energy off from jump. I'm sorry. That date is no longer available. And he said that date is no longer available.
We booked. I'm sorry.
Hey, Mike. I sent you an email.
Man, we booked up. My bad. We booked up, man.
I hit you in the DM. That's what they said. I hit you in the DM. I ain't get a response.
I knew it based on the punctuation. It was the no.
They putting YU for you.
This ain't my type of client. No, I'm joking, y'all. But I am skeptical because. Again, I value my clients, so I want them to value me also. Yes.
And you work yourself up to where you can be selective.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
And I'm grateful for that. Like, no pride or arrogance. I'm really grateful for that. Because honestly, like, bro, I've been catering for like 12 years.
Oh no, that's
yes. And the crazy part, I had a lot of like larger scale catering clients, like a couple of corporate clients, like ADT, Mr. Cooper Home Loans, Bank of America, and a few others. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing. That was my niche at first. Through COVID, of course, that all changed. We talked about COVID earlier and how everybody got a podcast, everybody got a YouTube channel, everybody doing something. You know what I'm saying? And I started selling plates through COVID, literally curbside, and it skyrocketed from there. My brunch was the first thing that went crazy. Like, brunch was stupid, the setup and all that. So that's really, like, COVID skyrocketed my business.
I'm gonna do it too. I'm telling them how you on the Tuesday, or probably on the Wednesday.
On Wednesday, you can't put that out there so they don't know.
They gonna know.
Like,
mind y'all business.
Mind their business. Yeah.
Carlos, cut that, bro.
Cut that out, Carlos.
But bro, your setup is crazy, man. Like, what even like gave you the idea to like?
I don't know.
You know already know what I'm about to say. Like, because most people, you know what I'm saying, they cater. I done been to some nice spots and they cater their food just out, and the food is amazing.
Yeah.
But, like, when you look at your stuff, man, you got the fruit, you got the flowers, you got the smoke. Like, bro, it's like the food is a vibe by itself where it's like, I don't even want to eat this. Like, it just
take the pictures.
Just take a picture, man. Like, for real.
That's how the brunch was. Like, people be looking at it for like, can I eat it? Yeah, baby.
It's food.
It's
food.
That's food. But, bro, I don't even know. I can't even tell you. Also, I do have an eye for design, you know what I'm saying? So, like, my house, pretty much styled, you know what I'm saying? So, I do have an eye for design, but outside, I don't know. It's
just in.
Low-key, like, for real. Like, most people practice, but it is. But I will say there's a dude on Instagram, and I saw his stuff, and he was the first person I've seen, like, adding fire. Now, for me, like I said, my setup's always been a little different because I add the greenery, stuff like that. But bro had fire and waterfalls. So I started buying it. And so I started incorporating, not mimicking, but incorporating, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that he did. And like now we up. Like shout out to the Coconut King, something like that.
Hey,
shout out to bro.
Shout out to him, bro.
He fired.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
Shout out to bro.
Yeah, waterfall?
Huh?
Yeah, waterfall?
Oh, you got to see my setup now. They fire. We got waterfalls.
Bro,
we
got the waterfall.
Literal fire. Of course, dry ice. That's been a thing. But like,
bro, you got fire.
It's a production.
Like, not real time. Like,
it's a production.
Like, who wants to smoke? Who wants to smoke with us?
Real life.
I got something crazy.
Real life.
So that private dining, somebody like tableside, drizzle the fire with. Yeah, bro, we go there.
Yeah.
We go there.
Hey, it's going down.
It's gonna go down for sure.
Can I be real, Mike, man? It's been a good one, man.
It's been a solid man.
Hey, man, but we can't get out of here without our moment, man. So at the end of every show, man, we have our Can I Be Real moments where, you know, you got to be 100% real with us, my brother.
All right, let's go.
You ready for it?
He said, Carlos, and I say, cut.
Bro,
you never supposed to go paper first. You don't. If you ever playing rock paper scissors, you never go paper.
I missed that last time, bro.
So you gonna.
I missed that last time.
You can cut paper first. You either need to go scissor or rock first. And if they just
paper, you gonna cover rock.
But I go scissor first every time.
Or you can do this. You ready? One more time.
But does this count though, Dion?
Tornado.
Every time, tornado.
You like the people that play on
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, I'm double draw four. I'm putting draw fours on draw twos.
You can't do that, bro. You cannot do that, bro. You cannot do that. You cannot put draw four on a draw two, bro. You cannot do that, bro.
Draw two, bro.
You cannot do that, bro. No. I need look. Y'all comment down below. Do you put a draw four on a draw two? You cannot do that.
How does that make sense?
You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
I'm sorry. Two draw fours.
At a time?
At a time.
What? No.
Yes, you can double draw four too.
You can do the twos.
You can do fours.
I don't even like that. Old school Uno was not all that. Like that's new stuff. The whole
so you can't put two twos.
Yeah, boy, they won't put the whole deck down on you. Boom,
so you can't do that.
Boom.
I can't put 7 green, blue, red, yellow 7.
No, I forgot what that's playing doubles. No, I don't like that.
Oh, playing doubles.
I don't like
that.
Oh man, y'all.
Now we play doubles, but I've never heard. Now some people do put the draw four on the draw two.
On the draw two,
you can't do that.
Wait, at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You put the
they put a draw two and they put a draw four down.
Okay.
And then you got.
if you playing with just 2 people, I can see that because it's your turn again.
But no, they with full table, they load you up. You coming out with like 10 cards.
That's what we gonna do then. When we do the Sunday dinner,
we gonna have Uno.
We gonna have Uno
with the
table.
big giant cards too.
And we gonna make sure we get the rules right.
We gonna get the rules.
We gonna have a rule set
Sunday,
for the people
Sunday
that play
dinner.
double. And we're gonna have a rule set for the people that play the singles.
And what's the whole switch your deck, like the wild card where it's not just a wild card with the color.
Oh, you switch.
You make the rule.
Yeah, you make your own rule.
You make your own rule. That's stupid.
Yeah, you make your own rule.
Nah, that's wild.
Like my kids, they'll draw 20. It's not even that many cards.
Yeah. Hey, they want to cut the deep. I ain't never did that, man. Get my 5 cards.
Yeah, you pick. You like everybody draw 10. Go.
That's dumb. It's not that many cards. Like no.
Yeah, them kids, they want to cut deep, boy.
No, for real.
They want to cut deep,
bro. Everybody draw 15 red cards. 15 red cards.
Hey,
we gotta look at all the cards.
Yeah.
Come on, no.
Hey, but that's how they switched it up though. They made it so you pick your rules now.
I don't like that.
Yeah, the wild card, you can pick your own rules.
Because then there's no parameters around the rules. You do
no,
whatever. That's dumb.
Well, actually, you're supposed to have it already wrote down on the card.
Got you.
So you're really not supposed to get it and like, draw the whole deck. You're supposed to already have it wrote
on there, so you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw all the cards we got away.
Since
I pay for them, I'm gonna write what I think.
Right there.
Wash the dishes.
Yeah, nah, for real. Yeah. You playing?
Take out the trash. Yeah.
Hey, I got a 2-way. Pull that out your pocket. Oh, you want to hit me with a draw 4? Go pull your room. All right. Appreciate that.
Put me up on game.
Hey man, that's what we do here. And cannot be real. What we do here cannot be real, man.
Hey man, but let's get to it,
going,
man. So man, in this segment, man, we're gonna hit you with 2 questions, 2 of the realest questions you'll probably ever hear in your life, man. So let's just get into it, man. My first question for you is, if you could cater / cook for anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh, that's tough.
Good question, bro.
I went in my bag for that one.
Good question,
Dead,
bro.
of course, my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, to see
and
me
what would
at
you
this
cook?
level, straight soul food. Like, I remember she used to make, like, potatoes, regular, like, Idaho potatoes, fry 'em, and she would put the onions in them. Like that. That was, like, the one thing I remember her making. So, of course, that. But, yeah, probably her. And I think it's more of a mama, we made it type mama. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Celebrity.
Before you say it, man.
Usher.
It happened now. It's going to happen when she say it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Say it again.
Usher.
Boom.
I believe that.
Hey, Usher.
What you serving?
Oh, I'm going to take him back to his mama house. Like, we doing soul food. We going home.
Yeah.
Know you watching.
Yeah, we know you watching, bro.
We pulling up in Vegas, too. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't even got to do that. I'm going to come your way, fam.
We going to come that way.
I'm going to come your way.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
But we going to come. We going to come.
I'll skate with you. You know what I mean? I'll put some rollerblades on. I can get out a little bit.
Can you go backwards?
I can't do it. I can go forward dynamically, though. I can go forward really good. I can go forward really good, though.
Oh, man.
You get to going backwards, brother, I'm out. I can't do that, but I can go forward very good.
All right, so my second question is, man, so what's the worst cooking experience you ever
good
had?
question. That was my question.
I'm going to say something like a Charles Xavier, bro. I'll be in your head, bro.
So going back to design, right? So we do decorate as well. The Trucking Guru, she's like one of my clients, and she was hosting a dinner for her fiance's family that had just flown to town. First time meeting his family, and bro, we did the decorations, everything, and I'm in the kitchen cooking. Next thing I hear, my wife like, fire, the whole table on fire. All the decoration, I don't know if it was one of the candles, got wind of the greenery or what, but it went crazy. And I literally had maybe probably an hour to recreate.
Right. Yeah.
So thank God for Hobby Lobby. But
shout out to Hobby Lobby.
Not for real.
And what's crazy is the second go, bro, was doper than the first time. So I'm kind of glad it happened. I had to pay to get a table fixed, but yeah.
Hey man, shout out to Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, shout out to
talking
Hobby
about
Lobby.
$1 million, so that table wasn't just go grab this from around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
It was a table.
Expensive table.
It was a table.
Yeah. And you look at it, it's like just white, but nah, She showed me the tag, and I was like, okay, all right.
So we got to make that right.
Can you take that out of my pack?
yeah. So, hey, just deduct that.
Right.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Hey man,
What you got, bro? You got what you got? I took your question. I know I did.
You took my question, but boom. So we gonna hit it like. So what was the most? Dang, what's the best experience you had catering? What's the best experience? So they took my. See, he the negative. I'm the positive.
Yeah.
Right. I appreciate that. Dang.
I got the green light. I got the yellow light behind the purple light.
Daunting Dion over here.
Yeah, I'm green light. Yeah.
Looking at.
I don't know, fam. Because I'm trying to think. Because I think I'm more lighthearted when it comes to it, so I feel like making every moment an experience. Des Bryant.
Des Bryant?
Des Bryant.
Hey, Des Bryant, we gonna work, brother, cause
that's my dude. Like real talk. Like I'll say, cooking for fam. And I'll say because like him, his crew, like they were so solid. It was just like
solid guy too, genuine.
It
guy.
was just like, oh, we at home. Like now, bro would call me probably an hour and be like, yo, I need you to come cook at 5, mate.
It's 4:00.
So like that's a hard 5.
You
like
California? It's 4:00. You
that's a hard 5. So his admin at the time, he'll be like, oh, Mike, I already know if it's a no. I'm like, I'm gonna try to make it, but like, is it a hard 5? Like let's be clear on the 5. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say for them, it was always just like fun times. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was the very first time I did something for him. He snapped on a balloon lady, so she was calling me. She was like, he's very aggressive, so be careful. And when I went in, I was like, yo, what's up, bro? Like just like that. And he was like, well, chill. So I asked him, I was like, what happened? He was like, oh, well, she was taking pictures of my house. I was like, that's different. She didn't disclose that part. And he was like, I don't do that like that. My kids live, whatever. But after that, it was like, oh yeah, he family. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say it was almost every weekend. Like I was with them. Literally.
Man, shout out to Dez.
Now he's back traveling, so it's dude ain't at home. But
shout out to Dez Bryant, man.
That's my guy.
I still out catch.
Yeah.
But shout out to Dez Bryant.
You go
I just want to get on the field, just work out with him.
But
I want to go work out with him.
Out catch him.
Hey, Dez Bryant.
Yeah.
I out catch.
Yeah.
What's the wager?
Hey man.
So that's your favorite Cowboy?
He's definitely my favorite cat. He's my favorite receiver. He's super real.
You're gonna outcatch,
man, because I'm inspired by him, so I'm outcatching.
I'm inspired by him.
You watch Star Wars?
Inspired or better than?
You watch Star Wars? Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah, I've seen Star Wars.
Man, you seen Luke Skywalker got Darth Vader?
No.
Hey man, hey Dez Bryant.
And better than a two
hey man,
things.
Dez Bryant, just get on the field with me.
Say line them up.
Line us up,
we
man.
need to do a whole little episode with that, man.
We gonna get them on too,
and make a charity about it.
Make a nice charity.
Sunday dinner. I'm gonna hit him up. Sunday dinner.
That'll
be dope.
Hey, this Sunday dinner, man. Hey, listen,
it's gonna be crazy.
Hey.
Little Uno card, little football,
little football.
We got play.
We need a spot. Where we have it at?
We gonna find ranch.
What ranch?
Off 20.
Cedar Canyon.
Yeah.
All right.
At the ranch.
It's gonna be hard too.
It's gonna be hard. They got
That's
the pool.
I
can wear this shirt again with some white shorts.
Don't wear the shirt on. We recording it now.
With the white shorts?
With the white shorts.
How short the shorts gonna be?
Low, he's trying to keep them knees out.
This episode this episode has been brought to you by Love Deposit Studios. If you need any content, come down to Love Deposit Studios.
Say, man, I don't know if it's a shirt. I don't know if it's white. You know what they say about people in white forces?
What's that?
They become they act high class. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's why he back there giving.
That's why he in the back. That's why he in the back. That's why he in the back.
Yeah, I was telling Dion, like I pull up, so I'm like, I text bro, I was like, hey, am I at the right place? It's a dope spot. It's just no one's here. It's the weekend. So I'm like, anybody, what we doing? So Carlos come out and big truck. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, hey, how you doing at this studio? Yeah. What's your name? I'm like, I think I don't want to go in here.
Yeah, he said, I don't want to go here no more.
Like,
it wasn't warm. It wasn't a warm welcome.
Hey, man.
Like, what is this? Like,
it's the Black Forces.
It's the Black Forces, bro. It's the Black Forces.
Here. Like, what are we doing? Like,
it's some black boys, bro. I'll tell you the black boys.
Hey, the black boys.
When I walked through the door, it was different. I was still looking like, what, bro?
Cause we had to
stacking, so I'm like, what, bro?
Yeah.
and then he gave you a different vibe because he got the white forces on.
No, actually, Dion, y'all came out to me, so
out together.
Now I feel welcome.
Yeah. Black force. I don't know what it is, man. Yeah. We keep him behind the camera. We keep him behind the camera. Yeah. He worked the camera.
But Flo, once I came in, bro, it's like at home. Like, let's do it. Like, y'all made me comfortable. Like, it was a vibe.
Man.
Definitely
Can I be real, man?
What's the studio? What's the studio?
If y'all need any content made, come down to Love Deposit Studios.
And I can't do
located in downtown Dallas.
I can't do it.
You want some love?
Pop the collar,
you want to
boy.
deposit it? Hair Infinity. Hey, man, this been a good one, man. Hey, Mike, appreciate you, Mike.
We appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Can I be real?
Man, can I be real?